Breaking. Wike is frustrated. Anyone who watched FCT Minister Nyesom Wike's media party on Tuesday, April the 2nd, would not fail to see how unsettled the former governor of River State was when speaking about the state. Development in the state since he handed over power to Governor Simnalahi Fubara and making him anxious, and he now appears to suffer what medical psychologists call adrenaline anxiety. This is a condition you suffer as a result of anxious thoughts or stress, or you're left with a feeling of irritability. Someone in that condition can become irrational and even feel danger when there is none, like a wild cat caged. Wike displayed this symptom during his televised interview with celeb broadcasters on Tuesday. He hyperventilated and appeared to sweat while his hands trembled slightly. He was clearly an agitated man, desperate to make some sense and curry public favor as he did when he similarly took on the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar in the countdown to the 2023 presidential election. By this time, he is picking the wrong fight and the wrong target. He's fighting to impeach Governor Fubara of River State, a man he did everything to put in the River State government house. He's also fighting self-effacing political Patrick of River State. Wike had decided to fight himself by fighting to unseat Governor Fubara, which normal person will fight himself. How do you win a fight against yourself? Wike is dancing naked at the village square, and everyone is watching in consternation and concern. Wike is losing it. Wike had declared Dr. Odili an enemy because he tried to break a peace between him and Governor Fubara to save rivers from exploding. Dr. Odili, what an elder statesman should do by choosing to disagree with Wike, and Governor Fubara should be impeached for trying to bring two friends to an amicable settlement. Wike declared Dr. Odili his enemy. As it is today, politically, we don't have a good relationship. We don't work together. There are some political differences. For me, we have finished with this stage. It does not mean that in the next stage you will be in the same camp. No, he took a decision. I took a decision. When asked about his relationship with Odili, it is obvious that he is unhappy that Dr. Odili is not backing his ill-conceived impeachment plot against Fubara, and he showed it by publicly declaring Dr. Odili on live television. He had nothing else to do to hold the man who had lived a quiet and dignified life from the limelight since his tenure as governor of River State ended in 2007. With a political prestige of Dr. Odili and he had to maintain a father-son relationship with the revered statesman, during President Bola Tinubu's visits to common projects in River State on May 3rd, 2023, Wike admitted the role of Dr. Odili in his political rise. While giving a speech to the host, while holding a decoration of Dr. Odili, he said, "Whatever we are today is by the grace of God and this man." But this is the same man he has now chosen to antagonize and berate for being a peacemaker. Wike suffers an infantile belief that anyone who does not support his position on issues has betrayed him. His concept of betrayal is as twisted as his mind. Everyone who regarded him with a traitor in his rule book. But no one had betrayed associates more than Wike. His first victim was Rotimi Amechi, who was the then governor of River State. Wike had served as his chief of staff in the first term. Amechi nominated him for ministerial appointment in the Goodluck Jonathan government, where he served as a minister of state education before becoming the other minister of the ministry. But when Amechi fell out, President Jonathan Wike quickly switched camp because of his ambition to succeed Amechi as governor of River State in contravention of an earlier agreement that the governorship would go to another zone. Then, in 2019, Atiku Abubakar became the next victim. He worked against him during the PDP presidential convention in 2020. In 2019, then he allegedly walked past PDP at his general election. Wike also betrayed Uche Secondus, his fellow Riversman, and former PDP national chairman he helped install. He worked to ensure his removal when he could not use him to further his agenda. Wike almost single-handedly installed Iyorchia Ayu's second appointment in 2017. In 2021, rather than the former Senate president was elected national chairman of the dead. but he was also the one who spearheaded a violent campaign to bring down Ayu because of his emotion to run for president. Ayu was forced to step down from the position. Wike openly campaigned against his party, the People Democratic Party, campaigned against his party during the 2024 presidential election. He worked against his party and shamelessly claimed he was still a member of the party. What do you call the leader of this party? In the States, who openly supports another party in the election? Who doesn't want smell? Royal, okay, he does not want smell, betrayal around him. It gives him seizures and makes him extremely fidgety. What is Dr. Odili's offense? Of course, Wiki holds this interview that there was nothing he said, they had just some differences. But a former commissioner for water resources in River State, David Briggs, in a video posted on Facebook said Wiki is angry because Mr. Fubara already refused to support the impeachment plot. Okay, support the impeachment plot by governor made against Governor Fubara by pro-Wike lawmakers. He alleged that Mr. Wike planted to destabilize River State by planning an impeachment of the former governor of the state and Felix Obwa, a former PDP chairperson of Rivers, to go and recruit Mr. Odili as part of a plan. Mr. Obra was at Mr. Odili's house in an attempt to recruit him to be part of it. But Mr. Odili rejected it and said, "You can just call me to be part of you and not to meditate if there is any misunderstanding between the present governor and Mr. Wike. Please, I will not be part of this. Further, let me talk and call him Mr. Wike. Mr. Odili, I'm not dragging you to Biggies." He called me and Wike and begged him not to impeach Governor Fubara that Mr. Wike brought him. He said the minister promised Odili that he will come and see him in Port Harcourt today by 9. Alright, if Wike could easily ignore another's plea for peace, does it show he's the problem? The FCT minister is acting like a man desperate for something, and everyone he perceives as standing in his way is an enemy. Wike is paranoid. The corridor of power is the real problem. Like a man desperate for he needs problem. Is a man okay in his way of an enemy. It's a sweetening package. Alright. On this note, I've come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Despite electricity tariff increase and economic hardship, lawmakers extend holiday by a week to resume 23rd of April 2024.